Here, watch. Free Doritos at the office today?
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most iconic Super Bowl commercials of each year since 2000. Can anybody find me? Somebody to... 2000. Whassup, girlfriend? Budweiser.
Yo. What's up?
Yep, it doesn't get much more iconic than Whassup. A pop culture sensation that was endlessly referenced and parodied, this is the beer commercial to end all beer commercials. The first one aired during Monday Night Football on December 20th, 1999, and Budweiser made a special iteration for Super Bowl 34.
Hello?
Called Whassup Girlfriend, it sees a man at home with his partner talking to his buddies in the bar. It's a fun twist on the Whassup gimmick, toning down the volume while also introducing a more gender-neutral tone for the big game.
Watching game. Having a bud.
An unbelievable performance by this.
What game are you watching?
Yes!
2001, Running with the Squirrels, EDS.
When you're running with these animals, the one thing you can never do is show fear.
In 2000, EDS made a classic commercial called Cat Herders, and they returned the very next year with this absolute banger. A hilarious bit of advertising. It sees Spanish men who typically run with the bulls in Pamplona running instead from a group of squirrels.
You have to be faster and quicker than the squirrels. You have to have very good reflex.
The humor comes not only in the goofy visuals, but also the genius tone discrepancy. As tiny squirrels run down the street, people speak about all the harm they've caused throughout the years. But the metaphor is apt, comparing squirrels to quick and nimble business competitors.
Beat the squirrel, you must think like a squirrel.
As long as I have legs, I will run with the squirrels.
It's a brilliant mixture of hilarity and business savvy, not to mention a classic Super Bowl commercial. 2002, Now and Then, Pepsi. Nothing screams early 2000s nostalgia quite like Britney Spears. And speaking of nostalgia, this commercial plays on the concept in glorious fashion. Spears honors 50 years worth of Pepsi advertisements, going through the ages and appearing in different time periods. We start in 1958 with a cute, innocent Britney receiving a Pepsi in a malt shop.
Those who think young say Pepsi, please. Pepsi.
We then get surfing Britney, hippie Britney, and modern Britney, among some others. Not only is the commercial brilliantly conceived, it's also creatively filmed. The costume changes, production design, and altering styles of music are all delightful, providing a treat for both the eyes and ears. 2003, Terry Tate, Office Linebacker, Reebok.
You know you need a cover sheet on your TPS reports, Richard. That ain't new, baby.
Hey, Terry.
Hey, Janice.
FedEx's Castaway parody is a classic, but this ad rivals Whassup when it comes to iconic commercials. A revolutionary bit of advertising, Terry Tate Office Linebacker is filmed in the style of a mockumentary.
Break was over 15 minutes ago, Mitch.
And since Terry's been with us, our productivity has gone up 46%.
With characters speaking directly to the camera. CEO Ron Felcher hires terrible Terry Tate to increase productivity in his workplace. This means violently tackling employees who take extended breaks and forget to put cover sheets on their TPS reports. This is slapstick at its best, featuring lots of funny falls and bone-crunching hits. Humor and football? Now that's a perfect Super Bowl commercial right there.
To be honest, I wish Reebok sent us 10 Terry Tates.
2004, Crossroads, Pepsi. Commercials often favor creativity, and sometimes that means bringing in real people. In this fantastic Pepsi commercial, a young Jimi Hendrix walks down a street in Seattle. To his left is a Pepsi machine in front of a pawn shop. To his right is a Coke machine in front of an accordion store. Young Hendrix goes for a Pepsi and spots an electric guitar in the window of the pawn shop, evidently spawning his love for music. It's a great idea for a commercial and a brutal dig in the ongoing Pepsi-Cola wars. Plus, where else are you gonna hear Purple Haze on an accordion? 2005, Beer Run, Heineken. There's nothing like a commercial with cinematic production values. Such is the case with Beer Run, which aired during Super Bowl 39.
So, Mr. Pitt, I'll just let you out? I'm fine.
Brad Pitt leaves his penthouse apartment to get some Heineken from the corner store. An enormous mob of paparazzi follows him, forcing Pitt to take some creative measures to get back home.
Got a back door. Thanks.
If you're thinking this commercial is seriously well-directed, that's because it was done by the Oscar-nominated David Fincher. This ad was actually the third collaboration between Pitt and Fincher, following Seven and Fight Club. We'd say it's a solid entry in both of their filmographies.
Hey, Bob. Hey, Brad.
2006, Secret Fridge, Bud Light. It was time for Super Bowl 40, and Anheuser-Busch brought out the big guns to commemorate the anniversary. According to USA Today's ad meter, this was the most popular commercial of the year, and for good reason. It's creative, hilarious, and completely charming. A man stocks his fridge with Bud Light but fears that friends will drink it all. So he installs a revolving wall that hides the fridge and replaces it with a simple kitchen table.
Secret revolving wall. Dude, you're a genius.
However, the revolving wall deposits the fridge in the next apartment, and the grateful occupants proceed to steal it all. It's a wonderfully creative advertisement, and the image of the guys chanting for the fridge is an all-timer.
Magic fridge, magic fridge.
2007, Mouse Click, Blockbuster. Wow, remember Blockbuster? The rental chain was still going in 2007, but competition was starting to rear its head. Enter the adorable animals Carl and Ray, who were tasked with promoting Blockbuster's new Total Access program. This was meant to compete with the burgeoning Netflix by offering mail delivery. The funny gimmick is that movies are just one mouse click away, so the furry creatures click and drag on a literal mouse in an attempt to get their movies.
Are you sure clicking this thing will get us online?
Well, try dragging it.
The animals are adorable, the commercial is brief and comical, and best of all, it features an all-star cast of James Woods, Jim Belushi, and Alec Baldwin.
Faster.
The Super Bowl always brings out the big guns, even if their faces aren't seen.
We forgot to plug it in. Oh, don't even think about it.
2008, Carrier Pigeons, FedEx.
You've solved all our shipping problems with pigeons.
Carrier pigeons, sir.
This memorable commercial marks the last in a string of Super Bowl appearances from FedEx, but what a finale it was. A shipping company uses carrier pigeons to deliver their mail, including some monstrously large beasts that carry the heavy items.
Wow.
Unfortunately, these pigeons wreak havoc on the streets below, dropping large packages into the road, picking apart trucks, and throwing cars with their massive talons. Witnessing the destruction, the company's boss decides to switch to FedEx. It's just one laugh after another with this commercial, from the reveal of the giant pigeons to witnessing their chaos. Now that is how you go out with a bang.
Let's switch to FedEx.
2009, Free Doritos, Doritos.
Hey, man. What's that?
It's my crystal ball.
Beginning in 2006, Frito-Lay launched the Crash the Super Bowl campaign, inviting amateur filmmakers to make their own commercials. Winners would get a cash prize, and their commercial would air during the Super Bowl. For the 2009 iteration, Joe and Dave Herbert of Indiana made free Doritos. In it, an office worker asks his crystal ball for some free Doritos. But this crystal ball is actually just a snow globe, and he uses it to smash the vending machine.
Here, watch. Free Doritos at the office today? I think that's a yes!
The other employee later asks the crystal ball for a promotion, resulting in a great bit of physical comedy.
Promotion? Not in your future.
Not only did this commercial win the contest, but it placed first on USA Today's ad meter poll, so the Herberts received a $1 million bonus. 2010, Betty White, Snickers.
You're playing like Betty White out there. That's not what your girlfriend said.
Baby.
This year, some companies released commercials online, like Old Spice with their classic The Man Your Man Could Smell Like. But the big ones were still saved for the big game. Another ad meter winner, this commercial combines physical comedy with star power in the form of Betty White. The tiny White plays contact football with a group of large men, and she eventually gets taken to the ground in a brutal tackle. We then learn that this is not actually White, but a symbolic representation of a man experiencing hunger pangs.
Use Snickers. Better?
Where?
It's a creative commercial that launched Snickers' iconic You're Not You When You're Hungry campaign, a campaign that greatly increased the bar's sales.
That hurt.
You're not you when you're hungry.
2011, The Force, Volkswagen. 2011 was filled with great commercials, like Doritos' Pug Attack and Chrysler's famous M&M commercial. But Time magazine argued that The Force, quote, changed Super Bowl commercials forever. Partially because of its popularity online before airing on the Super Bowl. The spot features a little kid dressed as Darth Vader walking around the house and attempting to use the Force on various objects. It all pays off when the boy attempts to start the Volkswagen. His dad, encouraging his child's imagination, starts the car remotely with his fob, and the kid is utterly mind blown. It's adorable, it's funny, and yes, it's about Star Wars. What more could you ask for? 2012, Just My Shell, M&M's. The tiny chocolate candies made a huge Super Bowl comeback in 2012, having not appeared at the event since 1998. As Ms. Brown speaks to two human women, a couple of men nearby start giggling as they think she's naked. She corrects them, stating that her outer shell is brown. Clearly, the red M&M did not understand this, as he shows up, believes it's that kind of party, and strips off his red shell to expose the chocolate underneath.
Hit it!
I'm sexy and I know it.
This is richly imaginative, utilizing the style of M&M's to hilarious effect, and today provides viewers with a marvelous dose of 2012 nostalgia. 2013, Miracle Stain, Tide.
Dude, you got Montana on your jersey.
It was nice to see Paul Rudd and Seth Rogen in a Samsung team-up, but nothing beats Tide's effort. An ad that is both hysterical and topical. A 49ers fan spills some food on his white jersey, and the spill resembles football legend Joe Montana. This sparks a media sensation, as fans from all over the country worship this shirt and see it as some kind of good luck omen.
The Miracle Montana stain is sweeping the nation.
All over the world are flocking to get a glimpse at what some 49ers fans are hoping could be a Super Bowl miracle.
Unfortunately, the man's wife, who also happens to be a Baltimore Ravens fan, eventually washes the jersey and rids it of the stain. The ad is greatly amusing, but it also had surprising parallels to the 2013 Super Bowl, as the Ravens actually beat the 49ers 34-31. Ravens fans can thank the power of Tide.
Where's my 49ers jersey?
Oh, I washed it.
You washed it?
I had a stain on it. Go Ravens.
2014, Puppy Love, Budweiser. This beer company sure knows how to make a touching commercial. Super Bowl 48 saved the best for last, with Budweiser's Puppy Love airing with just 2 minutes left in the game. A dog is given up for adoption, but is separated from his horse buddy in the process.
Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go.
Not willing to let his young friend go, the horse chases after the car and retrieves the puppy. Animals, friendship, painful goodbyes, great music cues. Yep, this is a Budweiser commercial, all right. This ad received universal praise, becoming one of the most liked Super Bowl ads of the 2010s and winning USA Today's Ad Meter poll. Put a puppy in your commercial and hearts are guaranteed to melt. 2015, All Powerless, Mophie. This commercial rivals the Brad Pitt one in terms of cinematic values. In fact, it's probably even better. A stunning achievement in filmmaking and visual effects, it depicts an apocalyptic scenario on Earth.
Absolute chaos. We've got blizzards in Africa. We've got tsunamis in Paris.
Viewers are treated to a number of startling visuals, like a tree bursting into flames and a Ferris wheel rolling through the streets of a city. We then learn that this is the result of God's phone battery dying. This fantastic commercial is from Mophie, a company that makes accessories that boost battery life. To be honest, we'd watch a whole movie about this concept. It's just that good.
With over 100% more battery power. Mophie, stay powerful.
2016, A New Truck to Love, Honda. 2016 was a big year for the Super Bowl, as it was the show's 50th anniversary. While the Broncos clobbered the Panthers, Honda made an all-time great commercial with a new truck to love. We're a sucker for singing animals, and in this ad, a large group of sheep sing Queen's Somebody to Love.
Can't barely stand on my feet. Take a look at yourself.
It's an enjoyable iteration of the song, and the visual effects are surprisingly great. If you ask us, those sheep are really singing. The ad was meant to promote the new Honda Ridgeline, which contains a fancy audio system in the truck bed. What better way to celebrate audio than a little bit of Queen?
Anybody find me?
Introducing the all-new Ridgeline.
2017, Disruptive World, Wix.com. The third Super Bowl commercial from Wix.com, this one featured megastars Jason Statham and Gal Gadot. And Statham reunites with his transporter director Louis Leterrier, who certainly knows his way around an action scene. That's on full display here, as Statham and Gadot fight a restaurant full of bad guys while a chef happily works away on his computer. As if the star power wasn't good enough, the commercial is also filled with quick action and a number of fun stunts. Forgive us for thinking this was a deleted scene from the transporter.
Can I have this to go?
2018, it's a Tide ad. Tide.
Beautiful. Like a Tide ad.
The laundry giant definitely won Super Bowl 52 with their series of meta commercials. Blending humor with cleverness, Tide parodied the usual style of Super Bowl commercials and essentially hijacked the entire broadcast. Mr. Clean dancing away? Nope, just a Tide ad. A new Old Spice commercial? Nope, Tide ad. Yes, a new Clydesdale commercial. Prepare the waterworks. Oh, nope, Tide ad. Not only were these commercials inventive and ingenious, they ensured that viewers would always be expecting Tide. Is this actually a new car commercial, or is it just another Tide ad? Don Draper must have thought of this one. It's the stuff of marketing genius.
So, does this make every Super Bowl ad a Tide ad?
I think it does.
2019, the Bud Night, Bud Light.
It's a beautiful day for a joust.
Indeed.
Nothing screams 2010's pop culture quite like Game of Thrones. To promote the final season, Bud Light partnered with HBO and created this commercial about a jousting event gone wrong. The Bud Knight goes up against the undead mountain and is quickly taken off his horse. The mountain then pops his head like a balloon, just as he did with Oberyn Martell. But just then, one of Daenerys' dragons appears and lays waste to the event with a massive breath of fire. This commercial was fan service galore, but we're certainly not knocking that. Heck, this 90-second ad was probably better than the entirety of Season 8. Ironic, considering that's what it's promoting. 2020, Back in the Loop, Chrysler.
Okay, campers, rise and shine. It's Groundhog Day.
Everyone loves a little nostalgia, and that's what Chrysler provided in this charming 2020 ad. Bill Murray appears in his very first national commercial, reprising his role as Phil Connors from Groundhog Day. The commercial was filmed on location in Woodstock, Illinois, the same town in which a majority of the film was shot.
Have we met? You believe this guy?
About 100 times. You're gonna freeze to death.
Who cares? See you tomorrow.
All the favorites are here. The bed and breakfast, Ned Ryerson, and even the little groundhog that Phil, well, kills. But the commercial adds a nice twist to the story. Phil instead bonds with the groundhog, taking it on various trips and having the day of his life again and again and again. It's cozy, it's cheerful, and it has Bill Murray. Basically, it's a perfect Super Bowl commercial. 2021, Alexa's Body, Amazon. COVID put a damper on Super Bowl 55, limiting in-person attendance to just 25,000 people. But the show must go on, and thanks to The Weeknd and some more amazing commercials, the entertainment never stopped flowing. Perhaps the most memorable commercial comes via Amazon, as a woman envisions Michael B. Jordan as Alexa.
Babe, food just got here. Why you cooking? Who's that?
Jordan is terrific in the role, showing off his impeccable physique, reading a book in the tub, and seductively answering how many tablespoons are in a cup. This is another commercial that should be turned into a feature-length film. We could watch Michael B. Jordan as sensual Alexa all day.
Kissing you, that everything was breaking and changing and turning in me.
Honey, other people have to use the bathroom around here too.
2022, Golden Memories, Lay's.
Oh, Lay's. Brings back so many good memories.
We mentioned the Paul Rudd and Seth Rogen team up back in 2013, but that wasn't the final collaboration between the two funny men. In this commercial from 2022, Rudd and Rogen reminisce about their lives together. And all of these memories involve Lay's chips. According to Rogen, Lay's approached him with this idea, which was probably meant to be sincere. But Rudd, Rogen, and director Evan Goldberg took it in a rather insincere direction.
Remember our road trip in '97?
The memories get more and more outlandish, like getting kidnapped by a stalker, fighting in a turf war, and moving into a haunted house. Rogen hoped that it would, quote, capture the kind of energy that his works exhibit. And to that end, we think he succeeded admirably. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. 2023, Walter White makes popcorners. Popcorners.
Yo, these are the bomb!
And they're air popped, not fried.
Man, talk about nostalgia. Super Bowl 57 contained a major surprise in the form of our old pals Walter White and Jesse Pinkman. Walt makes popcorners in the duo's famous RV, much to the praise of the hungry Jesse. Walt and Jesse then show the snacks to Tuco, who violently demands that they make 7 different flavors.
6 signature flavors, yo. 7! You make 7!
7 works.
Yeah.
The commercial is an undeniable winner, reuniting Bryan Cranston, Aaron Paul, Raymond Cruz, and writer-director Vince Gilligan. Not only that, the commercial is full of enjoyable Breaking Bad fan service, including Walter's iconic
Say their name.
Popcorners!
It was really nice to see the boys back together. Oh, how we miss them.
We're gonna eat a lot of snacks together!
Which of these is your favorite? Let us know in the comments below.
It's a tie, Dad.
What makes it a tie, Dad?
There are no stains. Look at those clean clothes.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.